Hey guys, welcome back. Day 131 of doing a Devo every day, and we are going to be back in John 11 after yesterday's reading of the first part of Lazarus' death. I'm going to be reading from Jesus raises Lazarus from the dead. Jesus, once more deeply moved, came to the tomb. It was a cave with stone laid across the entrance. "Take away the stone," he said. "But Lord," said Martha, the sister of the dead man, "by this time there's a bad odor, for he has been there 4 days." Then Jesus said, "Did I not tell you that if you believe you will see the glory of God?" So they took away the stone. Then Jesus looked up and said, "Father, I thank you that you have heard me. I knew that you would always hear me, but I said this for the benefit of the people standing here, that they may believe you sent me." When he said this, Jesus called out in a loud voice, "Lazarus, come out." The dead man came out, his hands and feet wrapped in strips of linen and a cloth around his face. Jesus said to them, "Take off the grave clothes and go." So, in the first part of John 11 is when he starts to hear about Lazarus' condition from Mary and her sister Martha. One part I said that stood out to me was, "This sickness will not end in death. No, it is for God's glory, so that God's Son may be glorified through it." Which is Jesus' way of saying that Lazarus' death is a way to show Mary and Martha and the disciples the way in which God works. Back to this second part of the passage, where Jesus says, "Did I not tell you that if you believe, you will see the glory of God?" And that's something that we have to work on, is believing and seeing the glory of God, because sometimes we see great things happen, but we don't see the bigger picture of how it glorifies God. We see people doing great things, other Christians doing great things, and we praise them, and sometimes forget about how it advances the glory of God. It's truly putting God's name out there to people who might not know God, and just believing in God can help you glorify God and see the glory of God, because you're helping others find God by being a person that others look up to, and you can start to see that people see you Christ-like. And you might not be perfect, but to some people you can help them find Christ by looking Christ-like in the moments that you share with them. And that's something that Jesus is saying here, is just having faith, believing, will show you the glory of God, whether that be through yourself or through others.